Oh my God. Hey man, the Chiefs look like they done this year. Hey yo, what's up, Eagles Nation? What's up, Sports Nation? It's your boy Cool Eagle back here, another video. Just want to come talk to you guys because whoa, do we have something to talk about today in the world of NFL football? Are the Chiefs a one and done team in the NFL playoffs this year? If you watched my last video, we broke down the NFC AFC playoff picture, not only in the AFC but also the NFC. But speaking for the AFC, just for this particular video, and again, thank you guys for showing up, like, subscribe, get this content out everywhere, right? uh, the Chiefs are not the team they have been from 2018 to 2022. You know, like that team that will put up 30 on somebody and have to rest by halftime, like kind of what the Eagles were last year, right? They were blowing teams out in the first half and then they would rest their starters in the second half. You know, just offensive dominance and defensive dominance. Now, the Chiefs have not fallen off as far as defense because we know that Steve Spagnuolo does a lot, like with these guys on defense. Jarius Sneed, Nick Bolton, Willie Gay, all those guys. And their mentality on defense, like they still have that. Like if you're talking about as far as defense, is Kansas City still a contender? I believe so. But on offense, we are clearly seeing the effect of Eric Bienemy, or as I call it, the Bienemy effect. Because we look at the Chiefs now this year, their offensive ranks are terrible. They're only scoring like 22.2 points per game, which is close to being last in the league. Conversion on third down, they're one of the worst teams at that. And the only thing they really have going for them is the fact that Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. So if you want to if you want me to say definitively if the Chiefs are a one and done team, I can't do that because you're talking about one of the best quarterbacks of this generation, something that like some of the best talent that this generation has seen in quite some time since Tom Brady, you know, and, and we're writing them off. Well, I don't want to do that, but just looking at the weaknesses of the Kansas City Chiefs, they're number one in drops from the wide receiver position. I know Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey, they go on their various social media platforms and express their frustration towards the media and the refereeing, probably as a way to not get on the wide receivers as hard as they should. Because we're seeing a lot of what we're seeing with the Philadelphia Eagles on the sideline. The star players are getting very chippy. They're getting very impatient. Like we're seeing a lot of helmet slamming. And Travis Kelsey, in that loss to the Raiders at home, he slammed him on the ground, and Andy Reid almost didn't want to let him back in the game. And it makes you wonder, Eric Bieniemy, who's now the offensive coordinator, probably going to be the new head coach of the Washington Commanders, has his departure like really affected this team? Like, is that mentality in the locker room different under Matt Nagy, who was once a head coach of the Chicago Bears during the first couple of years of Mitchell Trubisky's career, right? You know what I'm saying? Like now we're seeing an offense ran under him, and it's not nearly as explosive as it was from 2018, from 2022. Do y'all know the number of games that the Kansas City Chiefs have not scored under 20 points? From 2018 to 2022, they've only done that 6 times. This year, they're already up to 7, and we still got 2 games to go. Do you think they're going to score more than 20 versus Cincinnati? I don't know. Cincinnati has a very like up and down defense. Like those guys are very good in the secondary. They can get pressure on the quarterback, but sometimes you'll catch them slipping. So can the Kansas City Chiefs take advantage of that and catch them on a bad day? I don't know, especially with your wide receiver just not being able to catch the ball like how they're supposed to and how they're paid, and your only target is a tight end who's probably reaching like towards the latter part of his career, where he can't really elevate you like he once did in the past few years. So we're clearly seeing the effect of a new offensive coordinator, and this team is just not buying the offensive scheme. Patrick Mahomes is just looking for more production out of his guys. And it makes you kind of upset with the Chiefs front office that they just weren't able to get him a really good number one wide receiver target. They really spent a lot of their free agent capital on getting the man a right tackle. And I'm not mad at them for doing that personally as a fan, because if you remember that 2021 Super Bowl between Kansas City and Tampa Bay, that's the reason they lost. It's just because the defense was just doing just about anything they wanted to that Kansas City front five. So I'm not mad at them for doing it, but when you see the effects, and now you lost your offensive coordinator, who is probably keeping those offensive deficiencies at bay, and you're having guys dropping balls. I mean, it doesn't bode well. So if you're saying the Chiefs are a one and done team, you probably aren't wrong of that, but you still got to give the benefit of the doubt to the fact that they do have Patrick Mahomes, a Hall of Fame quarterback already in his first 6-7 years in the league. Andy Reid, who we know is a Hall of Fame offensive genius and mind in this league, and the defense that can still get after the quarterback and Steve Spagnuolo. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about that. This is just something that I want to bring up and discuss. So if you have any thoughts like that, like leave them in a comment. Love doing this with you guys. We got more content on the way coming this week, man. But other than that, y'all take y'all have a rest. Oh my God, I cannot speak today. Y'all have a nice rest of y'all's evening, and we got more content on the way. See ya.